Good evening, class. Tonight's video is talking a little bit about volunteering. We've been talking in class about part of our civic responsibility is to seek out ways that we can be active members of our community and helping out fulfill the needs. Well, this weekend in the mail, I received a brochure from the Lake Wales Care Center. And I found it very interesting in there. It was talking about how the value of their volunteers. And it says the dollar value of volunteer time for 2015 was estimated to be $23.56 per hour, according to a report by the independent sector. In 2015, the Care Center volunteers served 88,657 hours. That's a lot of volunteer hours. That amounts to over $2 million worth of labor that they put into the community. So volunteers, their time is very, very valuable. And so I have my son here, one of my sons here today, and he agreed to talk to you a little bit about some of the things he's done in the community to volunteer.
Well, hello. All right. Well, my dad is the president of Kissimmee River Valley Sportsmen's Association, and all the lakes that are on the Kissimmee chain, Lake Catchenhaw, Lake Kissimmee, Lake Tiger, all the way down until you get to the Everglades, and it flows out into the coast. We clean the majority of all of that during different events in the year. And we don't have a total hour yet because the year's not over of how many hours we spend doing that. But it's all volunteer. It's a non-profit organization. And when we do cleanups, I dedicate my whole weekend to cleaning up, and we go out on airboats and we go clean the lakes. Also, I'm a student at Summerlin Academy, so I'm required to do 150 hours volunteer service. So I volunteer in the community there. The Lord, and then I volunteer at church. Lord knows how many hours I've done volunteering. Volunteering is a good thing.
So thank you, Dalton, for sharing some of the things that you've been doing. So in the community, there are so many ways that you can volunteer. And it might be at a local soup kitchen. It might be putting together bags of food for the homeless. Some of the local churches and other organizations around town hand out food bags to our homeless population. There are many, many ways to volunteer in the community. So I'd like to know what you and your family have done, or talk about what you could do possibly as a family to volunteer in the community. So have a conversation tonight, and I will see you tomorrow.